BXB. It's in the game!
For those of you out there who aren't too familiar with the works of Robert E. Howard, he started the creation of a character called Conan the Barbarian in the early 1900s, around 1932, via a series of magazine comics. Over time, it became largely appreciated by people in the magazine world. A lot of books came out from it, and then finally the films in 1982. Now, if you haven't seen these films, you should know of them at least, because they are what started off the huge career of Arnold Schwarzenegger before he became the lovable governor of California. Early in his career, he was a huge bodybuilder, and he became the first actor to play the character on screen. The tales of Conan happen around the continent of Hyboria. It's a kind of fantasy area filled with different creatures, such as standard ones you come across, like bears, wolves and snakes and such, all the way up to the gigantic, such as witches, basilisk-sized snakes. And it's a world of gods and magic. And it's a place ruled by the strong who preyed upon the weak, and Conan was one of the strongest of them all. From a young age, Conan was a respected warrior who had already fought and killed things stronger than he is, defeated evil wizards, rescued beautiful princesses, and became a thief, an outlaw, a mercenary, an all-round badass. And it's around this universe that this game is set. This is Conan Exiles. And this story isn't actually about Conan, this is about you and your rise to power, where you get to create your character from the ground up, quite literally ground up, because you start off completely naked. That's for men and women, bouncing genitals and all. While you may start off crucified, you come off that post with absolutely nothing and have to forage for absolutely everything you can use. And so this is a survival game, which goes from picking plants, chopping wood, mining stones, refining the stones to get bricks, ores, iron, blacksmithing, carpentry, everything you need to become like the ultimate warrior to survive in the area. Because you're not alone, you're actually surrounded in this area by, again, hyenas, giant bats, little ogres, even other tribes people. And it'll be down to your strength, wit and cunning to kick some ass and survive. The crafting system is exactly as you'd think it would be in a game like this, where you start off with the basic tools for picking up sticks and stones and putting them together to create an axe and a pickaxe, until you're able to mine for iron ore, which then you'd have to smelt down, and then you can start making yourself iron weapons and such. If you're looking for leather for certain weapons, you're going to have to kill creatures and tan their hides, which you can then put towards making your first pieces of armour and clothing that will actually give you some decent defence, because there is plenty out there that would love to eat you, and it's not always the cleanest of kills. You can get a nice gruesome one every now and then. But once you've got yourself your base set up and some defences going on, you can start moving out in the world and exploring, because it is quite a large map, and there are a lot of people out there that you can meet who are already building bases and becoming stronger. If I had to compare this to another survival game, it would be probably something along the lines of maybe Rust or Ark. It has a similar leveling system, and it's got a similar crafting system as well. I think one of the main perks of this game is that it's actually a little bit more of a backstory compared to previous games that I've played that have that are just about survival, which I actually have to commend. And what's also fun is there is actually a single player mode where you can actually adapt the server you play on to either help or hinder everyone that's on the server. For example, when you gather materials, you can gather it at a much faster rate, as in it multiplies however much you pick up. Your health doesn't have to go down as fast, your stamina doesn't have to go down as fast, you can carry more, things can respawn a lot quicker, that sort of thing, which I think is actually quite fun if you're looking just to get to grips with the game before you go online. And I found the map to be relatively large. I hadn't hit all four corners of it, and yet there was plenty more mysteries of Hyboria to unlock in this game, and hopefully I'll see you online when the full release comes out. After all, this is an alpha, but I enjoyed my time on it. I want to thank everybody for watching. This has been another BXB game review, and my name has been Cameron. If you liked our content, then head on over to bxbgames.co.uk to read some more, and you can also follow us on Twitter at bxbgames. I did actually originally stream this on the BXB Twitch site, so if I happen to be streaming again, do come on over, give us a shout, because I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.